As Palmer put it out of foot. McManaman with the left foot this time. It's done the trick. Steve McManaman scores for Liverpool. Fowler. Back to McManaman, he's in again. Steve McManaman single-handedly is steering Liverpool towards the last four of the FA Cup. Collymore has a word. But it's Fowler! Oh, that's why he takes them. Red-hot Robbie does it again for Liverpool. 3-0.
Liverpool went on to the Fleary, has decided to recall his #1 goalkeeper Nigel Martin, who hasn't played for over 3 months because of a groin injury. Paul Robinson takes Martin's place on the subs bench. In midfield, Olivier Dacour is suffering the after effects of a flu bug, so he's replaced by David Batty. But the former Liverpool player Dominic Matteo has recovered from an ankle problem to take his place on the left. Leeds, of course, spoilt for choice in the centre of their defence, so the absence on international duty of Lucas Radebe has at least solved that problem.
Well, it's a back four that David O'Leary has in place. Woodgate and Ferdinand at the heart of it. Is that an England centre-back partnership with a future one wonders. They've certainly got to play better and get to know each other's play a little bit better, but it's important that flanking them too, I think, although not old in years, but very, very experienced fullbacks, and Gary Kelly and Ian Hart. In midfield, again, they just look a little bit narrow at times, but I think they're happy with that. I don't expect Lee Bowyer to be bombing too much down the outside, Alan, providing crosses. You're far likely to see Lee Bowyer doing what he did on Wednesday night against Aston Villa, popping up in the penalty area ahead of the strikers and getting a shot on goal. Baka will look to get forward as well. I think with Batty's experience, amazingness, and all the outfield players they have, David Batty, the only outfield player for Leeds over 26 years of age, incredible. But his experience is very, very important. Dominic Matteo, again, you see what I'm saying about not natural width. He will try and get forward, but it's not as natural as, say, a Wilcox or a Keogh. And up front, well, Robbie Keane's signing was very important. Alan Smith struggling for goals, although playing very well. And Mark Viduka just gone off the boil a touch. His goal, I think, against Barnsley recently, his only goal for quite some time. So with Keane's good goal-scoring performances, that's been a vital, vital acquisition and a very good partnership in progress there, I'm sure of that.
Well, the bad news for Liverpool is that Steven Gerrard has failed to overcome the hamstring injury that forced him off during the midweek victory over Crystal Palace. Marcus Babbel returns at right back. He missed the Palace game because of flu, and Didier Hamann starts in midfield. Gerard Houllier rests his newest signing, Jari Litmanen, who's played 4 games in quick succession, and with Emil Heskey still not fully fit, Vladimir Smitsa will play alongside Robbie Fowler in attack.
Well, it's 4-4-2 for Gerard Houllier. And this back five really have got their act together. They lost 4 goals here, we know all about that, didn't defend well. But in the last 14 matches that they've played, Liverpool, 10 clean sheets. Quite incredible. And they're going to have to play well today because they will be tested. Midfield, again, it's full of experience in there. But again, no, I don't think natural width. And I'm just a bit worried that this game might get a little bit tight, a little bit narrow in the midfield area. But I tell you what, we talked about the 2 strikers for Leeds. Here we have another 2 who at their best, Alan, can really score goals. If they get chances, any of the quartet, then we could see some goals this afternoon.
Crowd of around 38,000 inside Ellen Road, including 5,000 who've made the trip over the Pennines from Merseyside. A cold but bright, and it has been sunny morning so far. Liverpool's second big cup tie in the space of a few days, of course. They've already sealed their place in one of the season's major finals. That is the Worthington Cup in Cardiff, the new Millennium Stadium, which will also, of course, host this season's FA Cup final. Liverpool go to Cardiff once in February, and they go there again in May. Leeds United will also be looking upon this competition as their main route to success this season. Still in the Champions League, of course, and their programme in that competition resumes shortly. But a long way adrift of the leading places now in the Premiership, down to 10th. Liverpool are in 4th place, though Leeds have returned to form a little bit in recent weeks after going 3 games without a win. They've now won 3 times in their last 4. Back back to lead Leeds United after his recent injury problems is Gary Kelly. Robbie Fowler captains Liverpool. The biggest tie of the FA Cup fourth round is now just moments away, and the rivalry between Leeds and Liverpool is as fierce as any in football. The White Rose of Yorkshire triumphed over the Red Rose of Lancashire in that memorable league game here just 3 months ago. But the war isn't over yet, and battle commences again any moment now. We'll be back with Leeds and Liverpool. And Alan Parry. And it'll be Liverpool who kick off. The clubs last met in the FA Cup 5 years ago in a quarter-final here at Ellen Road that finished goalless. Liverpool winning the replay at Anfield by 3-0, and that season they went on to reach the final for the 11th time in their history. Leeds, all in white, surprisingly haven't played in an FA Cup final now for 28 years. Conditions perfect. Carragher on the ball early on for Liverpool, looking for the man who's not only returned to Liverpool's attack but wears the captain's armband, Robbie Fowler.
Yeah, a big game for Robbie. Second consecutive match. He hasn't started many games at all for Liverpool. A fascinating time prospect here. I'll absolutely no doubt it's tie of the round. I just hope it lives up to all its billing.
And it could straight away here with Keane in with a chance.
Oh, what a save.
What a start that could have been.
What a save, Alan. What a save, Vestaville. Much has been speculated about, but look at the run of Keane in behind. And not only that, the ball from Boyer was just perfect. But your goalkeeper needed a helping hand there.
On show, clearing off his own line. Leeds straight out of the starting blocks here. McAllister wins it back for Liverpool. Kelly. Bowyer's layoff. Batty. And a late challenge by Murphy. Referee Andy D'Urso didn't like that.
Well, that's the type of game I expect. The way you saw that ball being popped about there, both of these teams like to get it down, like to play the ball, pass it into feet, passing and movement. If they're both in top form at that today, Alan, should be a pretty special afternoon.
Well, it was a mistake really to play it short. Bowyer didn't seem to be expecting it. Murphy intercepts for Liverpool. Fowler ahead of him, trying to time his run. Instead, he looks for Bishkan down the right-hand side. He scored his first Liverpool goal in midweek. Looks for Fowler or Smitzer and misses both of them. Woodgate had to clear for a corner.
Well, hold on to your hats, everyone. We ain't in 2 minutes yet. That was a fantastic counter-attack. Sloppy play. High up the pitch by Leeds, giving the ball away far too cheaply. Almost paid the full price for it. Now, they weren't very good against Liverpool in the league match, defending set plays early on.
McAllister will take this corner. Got Ferdinand this time to help them to defend, as he did splendidly then. Viduka. Liverpool obviously very well aware of his threat today. Viduka wins that, but couldn't hold on to the ball. Babel's clearance wasn't the best, and McAllister in trouble. He was relieved to hear the whistle, foul by Lee Bowyer. Robbie Keane, who so very nearly scored a goal within the first 30 seconds, is the subject of our player cam on Sky Digital Channel 404 for the opening quarter of an hour. He's got 4 goals in his 7 appearances so far for Leeds United. He's on the ball again and threatening again, and Viduka with a chance. Vestavelt for the second time in the opening few minutes called upon to save Liverpool.
Well, the first time it was a great save, Alan. I think he's got lucky there. I'm surprised Viduka didn't do better.
Hart. Viduka using his strength to hold off the challenge again. It's been a very good start by Leeds.
A very good start by Keane, who's been as bright as a button in the opening few minutes.
trying to keep a close eye on Viduka. Batty. Liverpool have it back with McAllister, a former Leeds player, of course. And a chance here. Schmitzer getting in quickly, and also on the far side is Robbie Fowler.
Oh, what a chance, Alan. What a chance. Vladimir Schmitzer had a glorious opportunity.
Well, we did think before the kick-off that the chances of another 4-3 were remote. I'm not sure now, Randy.
Could be 2-2. We're not even 5 minutes into the game. But that was a chance, Alan. You know, he goes along. Woodgate does well because he just holds his position. Now, if Woodgate goes too early, he slides him in. But I still think the chance was there. The opportunity was a glorious one. He slid in Robbie Fowler.
This is hard for Leeds United. Westerveld has been busy in the opening moments here. He's played over 70 times for Liverpool now. And a few question marks against his performances in that period of time, but he's settled now, and he helps to set Fowler clear at the other end.
I'll have to say, Alan, is it bad defending, or are we just watching some glorious passing and wonderful front running? I mean, again, a front man's got in behind a centre-back very comfortably, very easy, and had it not been for the fact that the ball skipped away from Fowler, he might have got more purchase on it.
Keane trying to get in behind Onsho here. The Swiss international had to concede the throw. His early goal line clearance keeping the score sheet at 0-0. But every suggestion that it won't stay that way for long.
A bit worried in case both managers get on the touchline to try and tighten it up. David O'Leary's out there already. That would be a shame.
Woodgate beat Fowler to it. Hamann picks up the loose ball for Liverpool, and now Murphy for them. Interception by Batty. Kelly's clearance was a little hurried. It's gone straight to Schmitzer. Poor layoff by Fowler this time.
He was lucky, Gary Kelly.
Liverpool with a poor record in the FA Cup in recent years. They failed to get beyond this round in each of the last 4 seasons. In fact, the last time they did so, they went all the way to the final in 1996, losing to Manchester United. Hart. Interception by Babel, who missed the midweek game against Palace because of flu. Schmitzer. Oh, you beat him to it. Hamann. And the ball pinging around in midfield. Bowyer again for Leeds United.
That's what I mean about Bowyer. Alan's more likely to find him in those sort of areas, and maybe Danny Murphy might get an opportunity if Liverpool can break quickly to be 1v1 against Gary Kelly.
Ishkan, who's not normally a right-sided midfielder, normally plays in the centre, easily dispossessed then. Viduka. Hamann with the tackle, was a good one.
Got such wonderful touch, Mark Viduka.
Schmitzer. Well, you can sense already it's a real cup tie, this. Babel. Hamann went in, but inadvertently, I think, got the touch onto Viduka. And now lead Bowyer. Viduka's continued his run, and he almost found him. Corner.
Oh, what a stretch that was, and almost knocked it in. Stefan Honshu almost knocks it into the path of Robbie Keane. But again, the movement from the front men, Alan, really is testing defenders. He likes that position, Robbie Keane, just in that back post area. A lot of Leeds players will go near post. I'd be surprised if Keane does anything other than just hold that position.
The West corner easily cleared by Gary McAllister, who had 6 years at Leeds United, played almost 300 games for them, and of course had a league title winners medal 9 years ago. Kelly. Interception by Hupia. Fowler couldn't control it. Rio Ferdinand for Leeds. Gary Kelly, the home captain today. Viduka, lovely little touch. Bowyer. McAllister wins it back again, though.
There's a nice feel about the game.
successful in Europe, still struggling, of course, in the Premiership, in which they've already lost 9 league games, 15 points worse off than this corresponding stage last season, when, of course, they were second and pushing for the title at one stage. In fact, Leeds' only win here at Ellen Road in their last 4 matches was in the previous round of the FA Cup, 1-0 against Barnsley. Liverpool beating second division Rotherham in the first hurdle. Viduka. Lovely little touch back to him. And still going strong. This is Kelly. Liboya. Carragher spotted the danger. Murphy had to get back and defend. Kelly won't let him have an easy way out.
Did well. If he'd been ball watching there at all, Danny Murphy, Gary Kelly was in behind him.
Murphy in strong again. With the array of talent that Gerard Houllier has got to pick from in midfield, it's a tribute to Danny Murphy that he's a regular in that department. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how much these two teams have improved in squad-wise. When you look at the benches, Alan, you see the quality of player that both of these teams can call on today if needed.
Moncho lashes it clear, only as far as Hart. Robbie Fowler took it off him. Bishan. Dominic Matteo forces the throw.
You'd think that'd be quite a strong left side for Leeds, Alan, with Ian Hart, Matteo in front of him. You wouldn't think that there'd be too much joy down that side for Liverpool.
Batting. Gets the free kick. Hurriedly taken, a little too hurriedly.
But that's what's been good about the game. You know, you talk about tempo in the game. It's little things like that. David O'Leary out the bench a minute ago, throwing the ball back to his player, getting on with the throw-in. Little things like that keep the tempo of the game up. Well, look at that. Last 5 minutes of the match, that is, we have to stress. It shows you how well Leeds have played.
Strange thing is, at Ellen Road this season, in terms of the matches they've lost and indeed the goals they've conceded, Leeds' home record is similar to some of the struggling teams in the Premiership, the likes of Coventry and Manchester City, but we all know they're a much better team than that. Nigel Martin, just about his first touch of the ball. Rio Ferdinand making just his 10th appearance since his record-breaking move from West Ham. Here's Boya. On to Viduka. Keane makes an early run. McAllister wins it back. Bishan. He has played briefly in matches on that right-hand side for Liverpool, but only late on in games when he's been switched there. He's happier in the middle, I think. McAllister gives it away to Keane. And then wins it back. Commits the foul again. The free kick instantly taken. Eric Bakker onto Viduka. It's taken him 14 games, Mark Viduka, to score as many goals as he scored in that memorable match here in the Premiership against Liverpool. Unlucky there, Bishan. Again. Keane is offside.
Yeah, but he won't get too disappointed, Robbie Keane. He loves to run in behind, run across the line, then duck in. And he won't get disappointed. This is a close call. It's not well, he's not. You can see, thought it was close at the time. And you can see quite clearly Jamie Carragher, hand goes up from Carragher, but he's certainly playing him onside.
Woodgate wins the header. And Bakker challenging for the loose ball. Matteo with a poor pass. 8 years at Liverpool, made over 150 appearances for them before his move to Leeds.
In a way that he can control it instantly. No awkward bouncing it. So often happens with throw-ins.
Matteo finds Eric Bakker. The Norwegian looking for Boya. Carragher got across to clear. Liverpool still under pressure though. Lovely little touch by Keane, didn't quite come off. He was brave enough to admit this week that he was a Liverpool fan as a youngster, like so many Irish kids. Murphy. Now Carragher. Fowler did well to keep possession there.
Which hasn't been great from Liverpool, and I have to say, in the first 15 minutes. Leeds have used the ball better up till now. Good pressure on the ball, just like that. So Boya pressing Carragher, other white shirts around, making life difficult. And David O'Leary knows that you just can't allow teams like this time on the ball to pop it about.
Ferdinand underneath the clearance from Onshow. Now Hamann for Liverpool. McAllister just got caught there by Dominic Matteo accidentally as he played it away. Babel slices it into the crowd. Annie Murphy will be the subject of our player cam on Sky Digital Channel 404 for the next 15 minutes. Murphy made life difficult for Bakker then. Here's Kelly. Boya points to where he wants the ball. Got Viduka, far post. Great run. Pulled it back for Batty, enabling Murphy to clear. Fowler on the chase with Woodgate, who was one of the quicker central defenders around.
Well, taking no chances and quite right, unsure about what to do, having won the race for the ball. But again, Leeds worked the ball really well. Allen down the right-hand side there. The ball into Batty was just a little bit fierce. Control wasn't instant.
Bishan, Carragher. Only Smiths are in the penalty area for Liverpool at the moment. Comes out to McAllister. Batty's clearance. Hamann. Good interception by Matteo. Liverpool's first sustained spell of, well, you could hardly call it pressure, especially now. Hamann misjudged the bounce, and there's a chance again for Keane. And for Viduka.
What a chance again. I thought it was there to hit. I really did. I know he loves to take things in. If there's been a criticism of Robbie Keane, maybe it's he over-elaborates just slightly. I think the ball's there to be hit on his right side there immediately. And when it comes down to Viduka, well, when you're short of goals, Alan, this often happens. I think 2 or 3 months ago, Viduka would be smashing that, hitting the target. But now, short of goals, maybe the confidence isn't as high. Could only thrash it wide.
Combination of Viduka and Keane is proving a handful for Liverpool early on here.
Well, I think particularly Keane's running in behind. Been a real feature of the opening quarter of this match.
Leeds have got beyond this stage in the FA Cup in each of the last 6 seasons. And they went out last season to the eventual finalists Aston Villa in round 5. Smitzer for Liverpool. Very calm defending. First Matteo, then Boya.
Then goalkeeper.
Still a great pace and rhythm to this tie in the opening 20 minutes. Still no goals. Paducah, excellent play again by him. Matty looked to feed in. Boya. Liverpool keep giving it away. It's unlike them. Paducah. This is Kelly. Boya, Paducah and Keane all in the box for Leeds.
Wrong with that ball, I'll tell you. Only thing wrong. Boya, Keane, Paducah, you could have thrown a hanky over them all. All get a little bit too close together.
Rio Ferdinand assures me it wasn't Sky he was watching, by the way, when he got that mystery knee injury. Babel. Just over the head of Robbie Fowler. Paducah. Boya gave Hart a lot to do, and Liverpool get the throw. And the sun comes out again on this otherwise brisk and cold Yorkshire morning. Bishkamp for Liverpool. Fowler and Smitzer ahead of him. The second time he turned inside, Matteo was equal to it.
Well, that's what I talked about, that left-hand side. When Ian Hart knows if you get someone like Dominic Matteo ahead of him, or even if he makes a mistake, with his defensive qualities, Matteo, he's easily getting back round there and helping his mate out.
Bishkamp gets the touch on from the throw. Fowler with a quick turn. Smitzer. He comes out with a ball for Leeds United. And keeps going. Hanan. Looking for Robbie Fowler. Good defending by Ferdinand. Brilliant defending.
Strong as well.
What a ball that was to Keane by Boya.
It was just a touch unlucky, you know, with the ball. It just sort of died on him a little. Never really kicked on ahead of Robbie Keane. Yet again, the running ball was there to admire, I have to say.
Leaves it to Boya. On to Keane. And Liverpool get the throw. Robbie Keane reached the semi-final with Wolverhampton Wanderers 3 years ago. And what a turn his career has taken since. Coventry, then Italy, now Leeds United. And he could so easily have given Leeds a very early advantage in this game. And he certainly looked the sparkiest attacking player on view. Kelly. Batty. Just a bit short for Boya. Liverpool could break here. Smitzer. McAllister gets forward. Fowler and Bishkamp far side of the penalty area. Over Fowler's head. Here's Bishkamp, however, hesitated. Smitzer.
Great block. Took the time, the Liverpool, didn't they, Alan, in fashioning the chance and finally getting a shot. But when they did, what a block from Lee Bowyer.
The goals that we'd had by this stage in the Premiership match between the two in December, but in every other respect it's been an excellent game of football. Fowler. Bowyer wins it back for Leeds. Now Woodgate. Ferdinand. And Hart down the left-hand side. Came back against Villa in midweek after being dropped in the previous 10 games, Ian Hart. Leeds get a free kick. Has angered Mr. D'Urso with his little intervention then, and Mr. D'Urso is not known for his leniency.
Well, they better not swear at him, and he will be in trouble, won't he? I mean, that's normally a yellow card right away. I mean, as blatant as that. Well, the cards are coming out.
To the delight of the home fans, the former Leeds player is the first caution of the game.
Does it go forward 10 yards now?
Good question. If it's descent, it should do.
There we go.
And it has. That's how dangerous it is to talk back these days. Was an ordinary free kick has suddenly become a very dangerous one.
Well, it's not perfect side for Ian Hart. I know he's setting up. By that I mean for him to put much bend or curve in it. I think it's certainly set up for Hart's power. Bowyer might fancy it right-sided.
Referee's not happy that the Liverpool defensive wall has retreated fully. Meanwhile, craftily, now the referee's sight, Hart's just repositioned the ball slightly, give himself a better angle. Carragher gets it away. Ferdinand, Carragher's there again, and he gets the free kick. The linesman joins the crowd. But he doesn't have to pay to get back in.
That must be a sending off offence. That's dreadful. That's almost an assault.
But he sees the funny side of it. He couldn't do anything else, could he?
It was all happening there as well. Both technical areas were having the right go at each other as well. Phil Thompson was out, David O'Leary, Gerard Houllier, they were all here having a little go at each other verbally. But it's been a decent game, this. It needs a goal for the neutral, certainly, to liven it up. There's been plenty in it. Plenty of opportunities.
Well, Liverpool have a real backlog of fixtures to catch up on with their success in the various competitions so far, but I'm quite sure, really, if you'd offered them the chance of another one, i.e. a replay before today, they'd have taken it. It was always going to be a tough fixture for the away team, this. Carragher finds Murphy. Blocked by Bakker. Keane looking for Viduka. Westerveld in a long way to clear.
Well played, good starting position from the goalkeeper. Gary Kelly.
Bowyer makes one of those trademark runs, but spotted this time by Carragher. Haman with a dangerous ball. Oncho only just got there ahead of Matteo.
Oh, it's a silly ball, just a lot of confusion between the two.
Leeds have been forced to go a long way back here. Smitzer keeps the pressure on. But they play their way into an attacking position again. Viduka tangling with Sami Hupia. Referee saw nothing wrong. Haman. Murphy. Vladimir Smitzer. McAllister. Chance to do this very often in the game so far, knocking it about and gaining themselves a bit of time. Half an hour gone. Ian Hart for Leeds United. Here's Batty, good to see him back in the white colours again after his long injury problems. A year out, of course, with that ruptured Achilles tendon. Viduka offside at the other end. For the final 15 minutes of the first half here at Ellen Road, Lee Bowyer will be the subject of our player cam for Sky Digital viewers. You can watch him on channel 404. Interception. Haman for Liverpool. Bishan. Hart did well again, then he and Matteo got in each other's way. Murphy. Good ball for Smitzer. A bit of confusion perhaps between Woodgate and Martin has given Liverpool a corner.
It's funny, half an hour going on. There haven't been many actual strikes on target up till now, but there have been so many wonderful opportunities for teams to really test each other.
Goes in towards Sami Hupia, near post, comes out to Bishkan. Totally mishit that. Rather lucky it goes back to McAllister, who finds Didi Haman.
Well, it won't be too upset. Gerard Houllier, tough tie this, making Leeds work very hard for it. Obviously the onus on Leeds to win the match here.
Ferdinand for them. Running here by Matteo. Oncho has tracked him into the corner. Now Eric Bakker for Leeds. Viduka. Oh! Well, we all know how well he can hit the ball left-footed, and he proved it again then.
Well, that looked closer than it was, I feel. I think we'll probably see this goes well wide. Nothing wrong with attempting it. Not really threatening.
For the winner at Aston Villa from the penalty spot on his return to the first team.
Well, as I've said, not many attempts at goal, only 5 in total. Liverpool haven't hit the target at all. Leeds only once, and that in the first 30 seconds. Vesterveld made that pretty good save.
Well, Keane complains, but the free kick's gone against him. It wasn't where Haman was trying to take it from either. Hupia's free kick. Fowler slipped as he was attempting to win the header. Now Haman for Liverpool, on to Murphy. Hart's clearance. Haman again. This is Bishan. Caught in possession. That could be fatal. Viduka. was good defending in the end by Liverpool, but Bishkan had to do something then. It was his mistake initially that gave Leeds possession. Our FA Cup fourth round highlights programme goes out on Sky Sports 1 tonight and starts at 6 o'clock. It includes Dagenham and Redbridge against Charlton. And with more live action from this round for you tomorrow, FA Cup fourth round, Sky Sports 2 and Sky Sports Extra. Gillingham against Chelsea is our featured game. Our programme begins at 3:30. Matteo for Leeds United. Viduka. Onshow the defender again. He's dealt with him.
Well, that must be a free kick. It must be a free kick. Well, that's the problem when you face up Viduka and he gets turned on you. Oh well.
Well, Mr. D'Urso saw that one differently to most of us. Well, Smits are onto it and still there. And Nigel Martin has had so little to do on his return to the Leeds first team. Scampers for the loose ball, delivers it immediately for Viduka. Foul now for Liverpool. And on the subs bench for the last 8 games, while Paul Robinson has deservedly held on to his place. Now he's on the bench instead. David O'Leary just feeling that the time was right to bring back his senior man. Kelly. Back up. Couldn't wait for that ball to go out of play, and it's only just gone now.
Well, back I tell you. Would have done better initially when the ball was played up to him, but what he did do is stop it, go for a goal kick. Now Liverpool have to work the ball out from right on the corner flag. Now it's all about keeping it tight if you're Leeds, making it difficult for Liverpool to get out of here and winning the ball back quickly.
McAllister's clearance picks out Robbie Fowler. Instant control. The layoff for Babel. Bishkan ahead of him. Good first time ball. Smitzer and Fowler were the targets, and they couldn't find either. He's been a bit disappointing in that newish role for him.
Nobody along the middle of or that midfield area for Liverpool has really stamped their authority on the game. I think neither Haman or Gary McAllister has been able to do that. I mean, Murphy of the quartet's been the most lively, Alan. But Leeds have had better players in that part, in that department. It's going to be a booking for Vladimir Smitsa. Forwards tackle, probably the best way to describe that.
Smitzer, who scored Liverpool's 3rd goal in the Premiership match here in December, becomes the 2nd visiting player cautioned after Gary McAllister. Who now wins it back. And claims he was struck in the face there by Lee Bowyer.
I have to say, that's what you see again. He certainly goes in there, and there's a left arm go flailing. Certainly catches Gary McAllister.
Gerard Houllier is as angry as I've ever seen him, remonstrating with the 4th official on the touchline about that incident. He's a man who normally stays very calm.
Well, he certainly caught him. I think only Lee Bowyer knows whether there was any intent in that.
Phil Thompson has joined in the debate on Liverpool's behalf on the halfway line. Now referee D'Urso and his linesman will discuss the incident in detail.
I think it's a difficult one for the officials to call that on, because it's not one of those blatant elbows in the face. He is going across Gary McAllister, and I'm not looking to defend Lee Bowyer. I just think it's a difficult one to unless you're absolutely sure as an official to take any action. And as I've said, only that young man there knows how much intent was in it, if any.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Mr. D'Urso does when he's satisfied that McAllister's all right to continue. The fact that he hasn't called Bowyer over yet is not significant. He's going to now.
Well, I think if he was going to do something, he would be doing it now. While Gary McAllister's getting treatment.
Well, clearly he is going to take no action, it would appear, or is he waiting for Dave Galley, the Liverpool physio, to get off the pitch? No, he's going to do nothing about it. So McAllister himself gets caution just for flicking the ball away at a free kick. Then he gets an elbow in the face, deliberate or not, is up for you to decide, and nothing happens. Sometimes the laws of the game can be crazy.
It's funny, not till now, that it hadn't been it's certainly not in context with the rest of the game, that challenge. It's been an easy one for the referee to control, Alan, because there's hardly been a tackle in the game.
I think Liverpool will be simmering with anger over that decision, that's for sure. He's just waiting for Bakker to get forward for the throw here. It was won well by Sami Hyypiä. Ferdinand. He really wanted it back there. It was only his terrific quickness of the feet that got him out of trouble then. And it still goes back to Nigel Martin to clear. Got all the options marked up, so Leeds are playing around in their own half, but they did so effectively, still in possession, now with Jonathan Woodgate. Here's Kelly. Woodgate, who, like Bowyer, his immediate future is clouded in doubt in terms of participation in Leeds matches, of course. He and Bowyer due in court next week on those serious charges. Here's Batty. Forward to Viduka, couldn't control it. Now McAllister. Keane, who's been arguably the player of the half, got back to dispossess it. And a little incident involving McAllister once again on the far side with Hart, I think it was. As play goes on. Here's Kelly. Hesitated, and that wasn't good enough because Keane is up for this game. Didn't hesitate the second time, and I wonder how he got the bleeding nose.
Yeah, he'll have to get that dealt with. Nothing much there, that's just a little tangle. Ian Hart himself, Vincent Hart earlier, I think.
Yeah, it's obviously from the clash with Lee Bowyer a few minutes ago. It's reopened.
There's no doubt Leeds have been the better side in the first half. It's a pity the game didn't go on. First 10 minutes were great, promised so much. Hasn't really kicked on from there. Liverpool have been content for most of it to defend. They've had to be honest. Leeds haven't just been able to find that killer ball.
Can they now? With Gary Kelly, their captain. Batty. And again, Kelly. Hyypiä gets it away. Batty's there to pick up the pieces for Leeds. Bowyer on to Kelly. Viduka wants it early into the penalty area. McAllister got in the way of the cross. Now Batty again for Leeds United. This is Hart. David Batty takes over again. Viduka's layoff to Lee Bowyer.
Lovely link-up play. Didn't quite quite get it out of his feet. He's rather stretching for this. It's just a touch behind him. You can see it. Never really got it out in front of him. It was lovely football.
10 goals this season, Lee Bowyer. Only Viduka has scored more for Leeds. Leeds have got a player injured. It's Bakker midway inside their own half as Keane takes them forward here. He's back on his feet now, Bakker. Kelly. Patty, the crowd warning him that Smitsu was going to close him down. The warning was effective. Leeds keep possession. Woodgate, Kelly. 10 Liverpool players back behind the ball at this moment. Keane. Woodgate, Keane. Very enthusiastic shout for handball once again.
I'll tell you what, the arm went up, you know. The arm went up from the ref. I thought for a minute the whistle was going to the mouth. I didn't think it was a penalty. I think it was more ball to hand than anything for me. Does hit the arm, but just for a moment, I thought the whistle was going in the mouth. 3 minutes of added time.
Keane, who started the half in magnificent form, could end it that way. Not this time, though. Fails to play in Viduka. Babel. Latia making life hard for him. Now Smitsa breaks for Liverpool. Murphy. Just too far ahead of Vladimir Smitsa.
Yeah, Liverpool have been, for the majority, have been poor in that department of building up play and trying to test Leeds at the back. A couple of half chances early on to expose Leeds' defence. But since the opening 10 minutes or so, Leeds have been pretty comfortable. Nigel Martin, a virtual spectator. If it's a containing policy they've set out, Liverpool have done it quite well. But Leeds and David O'Leary will certainly feel they should be up in this match.
Offside, which I have to say from where we're sitting, looked questionable.
Well, we're never directly in line, but as the ball's played, you can see he's just drifted. This time, the official's absolutely right.
This time. Ferdinand wins it back. Viduka in strongly. So was Stefan Onsho. Ball wouldn't sit down quickly enough for Smith, so he's still battling away with Ferdinand. Gets it clear in the end.
It'll be interesting to see what Gerard Houllier does, if anything, at half-time, Alan. Whether he's quite happy the way his team have done. He's got an abundance of talent there. You look at Heskey, Bambi, Lippmanen. 3 forward players.
Yes, it must be the strongest subs bench Liverpool have had for some time. Ziege also amongst the possible replacements. Here's Viduka. A goal kick that will probably see us through now to the half-time whistle. Now, David O'Leary's team have certainly had the better of the first 45 minutes. He had 2 winners' medals as a player in this competition in his Arsenal days. Well, Leeds started the half like a team on a mission. And certainly Robbie Keane could have given them the lead inside 30 seconds. They dominated the opening 20 minutes, didn't have it quite their own way for the next 25 perhaps, but were still the better side overall in that first 45. Liverpool defended well, however. Andy D'Urso had a couple of controversial things to sort out, and at half-time at Ellen Road we arrive at the interval with a scoreline of Leeds United 0, Liverpool 0.
And that's on Channel 404. Let's rejoin our match commentators Andy Gray and Alan Parry.
Thanks, Richard. Neither manager has made any changes during the half-time interval. Liverpool FA Cup winners 5 times in their history, the last time 9 years ago when they beat Sunderland. Vladimir Smicer will be the subject of our player cam for the first 15 minutes of the second half. Surprisingly, Leeds have only won the FA Cup once in their history. That was in 1972 when they also met Liverpool in a 4th round tie, winning 2-0 here in a replay after a goalless draw at Anfield. And it'll be Leeds who will get us underway, and if they start half as effectively as they did at the beginning of the first half, then Liverpool beware.
Well, they started and finished pretty well, I'll have to say. The last 5 or 10 minutes, Leeds up to tempo again, push Liverpool back. I think it's Liverpool who are the key here for me, whether they're content, well, to go along with not losing the game and trying to pinch it, or whether they do want to go and win this in one.
Smicer, Murphy knocked to the ground. Referee allows play to go on. Carragher. Gary McAllister certainly played a part in the biggest talking points of that first half. Quite some debate amongst the media gathered at Ellen Road today as to the intent or otherwise of the challenge on him by Lee Bowyer. Referee, and he's the only one who matters, saw nothing wrong with it. Hart. And now Woodgate. Kelly to his right. And the linesman indicates he just took that ball out of play. Gary Kelly. And Liverpool lost here 4-3 in the Premiership in December after being 2 goals up. It was their first defeat in their previous 6 visits to Ellen Road. It has been a good ground for them in recent times. Gallagher finds Murphy from the throw. Clearance by Rio Ferdinand. Liverpool press on again. Smicer. McAllister. Fowler with a little touch. It was anticipated by Woodgate. Babel makes sure that Liverpool keep possession. Travelling Liverpool fans behind the goal that they're kicking into in this second half. They haven't had too much to enthuse over so far, but encouraged by Liverpool's added amount of possession early on in the second half. Now they've lost it though to Bowyer. Foul on him. Shows interception, and Liverpool get the throw as well. They've won 3 of their last 5 away games, Liverpool, and overall on the road this season 6 away wins, 3 matches drawn, 7 defeats in the various competitions Gerard Houlier's team is still involved in. They've got Roma in the 4th round of the UEFA Cup coming up. Leeds play Anderlecht as their next fixture in the European Champions League. Did well then. Hoopier down the line. One back by Hart for Leeds United. Bishkan in strongly. Now McAllister finds Robbie Fowler. Good layoff. And acres of space here for Carragher. Finds Murphy. Wanted the return ball. It goes in instead towards Fowler. Important header away by Ferdinand. Liverpool still press with Smicer. will kick the verdict.
Well, we've started better second half, Liverpool. With plenty of the ball, the initial start. This isn't a great header back in. Gary Kelly, I think, heading it straight back to Schmitzer. They're looking for a corner there. Referee says goal kick.
Murphy's given it away. Batty. Liboya. Now Hart. Matteo down the left-hand side. Flicked it on and then read the danger. McAllister and now Murphy for Liverpool. Waiting for support down the left. Jamie Carragher. Keeping his place in the side even though Christian Ziger's fit again. Liverpool certainly doing better at keeping the ball early on in the second half. Good header away by Hart, but it's gone straight again to Hamann. McAllister, Bishan. Untidy little spell this.
Bit of head tennis going on here. Well, it's just going a little flat, the game for Leeds at the moment, Al. Again, Liverpool, as you've said, have kept the ball a bit better second half. David O'Leary, I noticed, trying to get his players going, trying to drive them on.
Schmitzer looks suspiciously like handball. He's been allowed to go on. Fowler dispossessed by Woodgate. McAllister, Schmitzer, Bishkan. Not sure the referee has whistled for a corner or for a
Free kick. It's going to be a booking as well. Reaching for his pocket, and he does so. Lovely play by Bishkan. Wide. His first touch on the ball was superb to control it. Then he really drove at Ian Hart, running strong and powerfully. The tackle's a little late from the full-back. And that's what's earned him the booking.
First Leeds caution of the game. 2 Liverpool players already in Mr. Dersu's notebook. Schmitzer and McAllister. Good position this for the free kick. And they've got 11 men on the field as well now. Bishkan quickly treated by Dave Galley. McAllister with the free kick. Some hesitation in the Leeds defence. Concedes the corner.
Didn't really have anyone attacking it though. That's the thing about Liverpool and their free kicks. They've never. Delivery's going to be half decent from Gary McAllister, you know that. Didn't really have anyone attacking Eric Bakker right in the middle of the goal.
A man with a long-range shot. Murphy, that was dangerous. Kind of got a full stretch. Batty did well to keep the ball then. Matteo plays it in behind Ian Hart.
Let's get the kick in the game again.
Up against Carragher. Kelly takes over. Easily cut out by Hamann though. Kelly. Only Viduka in the box at the moment for Leeds. And here he is. Chance!
Close. pinched 2 goals at that end in the 4-3 victory. This is lovely play from him. His touch is a good one there. And he really goes at them. Just pulls his shot a little. It's a pretty good chance. You can see how he scuffs it just a touch across the face. And that's the first time in almost 10 minutes, so the front two have been involved for Leeds. That's been the main difference second half. Keane and Viduka have not been able to get on the ball.
And that's encouraged the crowd. Liverpool moved up a gear at the start of the second half. Leeds seem to have dropped down one, but they've got the engine running again now. Cooper furious at the lack of cover then in Liverpool's defence. Here's Viduka, the layoff for Batty. And again, David Batty. There's a good tackle by Didi Hamann. Ishkan breaks down the right for Liverpool. Fowler and Switzer ahead of him. Wants to go back to Marcus Babbel. Now Vladimir Smitzer. Murphy. Looking for Smitzer. Woodgate the favourite though. And a little nudge. Earns Liverpool a free kick.
Well, he thinks it's a goal kick. There's Jonathan Woodgate. He's amazed that the free kick's been given. He feels that he's just used his body strength, but he's just done nothing but just watch the track of the ball and be strong. And he does so thinks otherwise.
McAllister out of the picture at the moment, trying to organise exactly where everyone should go as he flights the free kick in.
It's almost one of those where the goalkeeper's so engrossed with what's going on in front of him, Alan, that it fizzes in back post and nestles in the corner, but not really close in either department, hitting the target or finding a red shirt.
Clearance. Fowler beaten to it by Woodgate on the halfway line, and again Viduka. Keane looks for Bowyer. Very important interception.
That was because Bowyer looked offside to me and flag stayed down.
Now Smitzer on the counter-attack for Liverpool. Fowler one side of him. Bishcam way out wide on the right. Here is Robbie Fowler. Good defending by Woodgate. Murphy. Hammer. Now Carragher. Murphy's found a bit of room. Smitzer tried to play the return ball and goes for goal.
Well, they've certainly been more of a threat. They've had far more of a game, Liverpool. They beginning in the second half than they did first. Nice little interplay and attempted. Just off balance. That's the only thing with Smitzer. Couldn't control the shot. Seeing Nicky Barmby down below is ready to come on now. Let's be interested to see who comes off. It might well be Gary McAllister. Move Bishkan inside and play Barmby right side.
It will be revealed in a moment. This is Houllier and Thompson, just in consultation with the fourth official. And when the ball goes out of play, Barmby will join the action. Over Viduka's head. Westerveld still had to sprint to get there ahead of Keane. And Barmby waits a little longer. There's a lovely little flick on. Now, does the referee see that as a free kick on Bowyer? Indeed he does. Murphy aggrieved. And in time-honoured fashion, Liverpool won't make their substitution as they're facing a set piece.
Well, it's been a scrappy opening in the second half, I have to be honest.
Lazio trying to steal in. Oh, Vesterveld! What a mistake. It could have been so costly and so embarrassing for the Liverpool keeper, but it could turn into something interesting at the other end. Vladimir Smitsa for Liverpool.
Well, Boyer's done brilliant, you know, getting back. Absolutely brilliant defending from Lee Boyer, but what an error that might have been. It was an error. And that could well have cost Liverpool the place in this year's FA Cup. A bread and butter catch. But for an alert defender, Liverpool are 1 down.
Backer. Leeds lifted by that little flurry of action in the Liverpool goalmouth. Viduka's offside.
Well, this is the moment when Sander Vesterveld must have thought, my goodness, what have I done? It drops. I think it's Eric Bakker who gets the little toe poke. Any more than that, the ball's surely in. Sami Hyypiä has it on the line.
Well, we've had 2 goal line clearances by Liverpool defenders. Woodgate's given it away here. Murphy tried an instant shot, which was ambitious. An hour gone of this FA Cup 4th round tie, and we're still goalless at Ellen Road. Fowler. 2 forward here for Liverpool. Murphy's one of them. McAllister and Smith ahead of him. There's McAllister. Goal kick.
Well, the threat's growing. You have to say from their away side, I think their belief that they can get something, a positive result, and possibly even win it, is growing. So much so that the 36-year-old gets himself up into the 6-yard box.
For the next 15 minutes, our player cam for Sky Digital viewers on Channel 404 will be following the Leeds defender, Jonathan Woodgate. Vesterveld got lucky again. Here's Batty. Oh yeah, good ball into the middle. Keane and Viduka were poised for the cross. Liverpool concede the corner. It could have been so much worse for Vesterveld.
Amazing, isn't it?
Corner, which has beaten everybody. I said in the first half that Sander Vesterveld had settled in the Liverpool goal after his early problems. He's made a liar of me in the start of this second half.
No, they got away with it.
Been really up for this visit to one of his former clubs today. Gary McAllister, he's done as well as most in the Liverpool red.
I think so, and I think, you know, at 36, if they're happy with his fitness, he's done nothing wrong in the match. Gary might well continue, and obviously that's what they'd look at, you know, at 36 years of age. How's he getting on?
Oh, you're getting on well here, and Keane tried to return the ball to him. McAllister incidentally discussing with Liverpool the extension of what was originally a short-term contract. That's how happy they are with his contribution. Murphy finds Carragher.
Well, Nicky Bambi's entrance has obviously been put on hold, but I do notice that Emil Heskey's been called back.
Well, Liverpool were ready to introduce Barnby. Yeah. They called in the 4th official and everything. He had everything off bar the tracksuit top, but now there's been a momentary change of heart. A man wins the header. So does Hart for Leeds United. McAllister. There's an important challenge there by Batty because Fowler was well placed for the through ball. Woodgate's clearance finds Viduka. Carragher with a very good ball forward to Fowler, who gets the return from Vladimir Smitsa. Robbie Fowler.
Well, he did everything brilliantly to start with, Alan. He just shot, let him down, went narrow side. Lovely little give and go. And you think, is he going to pull his trigger on his favourite? His left side's he's stronger. I don't think that was a great strike on his right. Anything across the goalkeeper might have given him a chance. Trying to squeeze it near post.
And Matteo got in strongly then to keep Liverpool under pressure. Bishan. Smitsa. Rushed aside with ease by Rio Ferdinand. Who invites Kelly to keep the attack moving down the right. And he's done well. Keane near post. Liverpool still under a bit of pressure here. Onshow's clearance.
Yeah, good stretch.
Bowyer again for Leeds. Viduka, and beyond him, Dominic Matteo.
What a chance. Well, I'm going to tell you, that's not a hard chance, Al. I think this is a glorious opportunity. It's a free header, 6 yards out, no pressure, not on the stretch. You have got to hit the target. And from 6 yards, if you do that, well, 9 times out of 10, you're going to score. What an opportunity.
Well, he'll be cursing that moment as a former Liverpool player. In fact, he was at Liverpool when they last reached the FA Cup final 5 years ago, though he didn't figure in the Wembley squad. Looked like a foul by Carragher, and the referee saw it that way. Good ball. Duca used his strength to hold off Sami Hupia and finds Eric Bakker. On it goes to Matteo. That was the intention anyway. Babel with the sliding tackle, and Liverpool have a goal kick. And Barmby has now disappeared into the corner of the stadium. And moments earlier he seemed set to join the action. Of head tennis before Ferdinand knocks it long. Given away by Batty. McAllister looking for the early run by Fowler, so was Woodgate.
Yeah, that was good defending.
And belatedly, Nicky Barmby is going to join the action. He's scored 7 goals for Liverpool this season, and 5 of them have come in cup ties in various competitions.
Well, we'll get a new string to Igor Bishkan's abilities. He's going to be playing Babel's position. Barmby's just going to go ahead of him.
Yeah, possibly Babel struggling a little bit after that bout of flu that's confined him to bed for a couple of days this week. Keane winning it back and still involved, so was Batty. Oh, we expected this to be close, and it certainly has been. We haven't seen anything like the flurry of goal action that we had in the Premiership match between the two.
No, it's been disappointing in that respect, particularly second half. But Liverpool will be pretty pleased with things.
Oh yeah, hit Robbie Keane. Ferdinand always seems to have time to take that extra little touch. So confident in his own ability. Here's Lee Bowyer on to Viduka, who scored 4 times in 50 minutes in that Premiership match in December. Kelly wins the throw off Danny Murphy. Batty. Bowyer. On to Viduka. And Barmby's first contribution was a defensive one to clear from Viduka.
Well, he waited long enough to get on, so he's making up for it. Chasing all the way across to help defend.
Now Hart. Oh yeah, who's had his usual excellent game. Just as I say that, the commentator's curse. He loses possession to Hamat. Fowler. And the German international takes over again for Liverpool. Finds Smitzer. Batty did really well then to beat Fowler in the challenge. Ian Hart for Leeds United. Matteo sprinting down the left flank. He will settle for the throw.
Yeah, he was looking for somebody to come and show. The only person that could have done was Mark Viduka. Didn't quite get over quick enough.
Haman's clearance picked off by David Batty. And Leeds have withstood Liverpool's early spell of domination in the half and are back in control themselves now, in terms of possession anyway. Hupia gets it clear. 20 minutes to go. Are we to have a replay at Anfield? Batty, Bakker. Man, that was sloppy. Here's Boya. Ishkan now at right back, gets it clear, and a good ball too to Smitzer. Ferdinand was always going to stick to the job there. The linesman's given the throw to Liverpool. To David O'Leary's anger, came storming into the technical area, as they call it. So sliced his clearance under no real pressure. McAllister turned it on first time. Fowler couldn't get there, but Smitzer might. Again, Batty in, lightning quick with the challenge. This is Bakker on to Keane. A quieter second half so far from the Irishman.
Simply because they haven't been able to get good ball to the front two.
Bakker, just the suggestion that Leeds are getting on top again in this game. Bakker hustled out of it, however, by Barmby, who was then brought down.
That's what you call a good foul. It was a good little break on for Liverpool there.
Emil Heskey getting ready to come on for Liverpool. He's had this thigh problem that's made him unavailable for the 2 games this week. Liverpool fans have been calling for his introduction. Well, now they've got it, and he'll replace Vladimir Smitzer. Liverpool's leading goal scorer, Heskey, with 15 in 30 matches, including 2 against Rotherham in the 3rd round. And a change too for Leeds United. And Robbie Keane, who started this game so well, hasn't been able to sustain it, but as Andy says, not entirely down to him. That is replaced by Alan Smith, who made his debut against Liverpool in a Premiership match a couple of years ago and scored with his very first touch, famously. A new target for Liverpool now with Heskey. Straight into the action.
Changes by either side, both designed to win the game, no doubt about that.
Murphy couldn't feed it back to Heskey, might do so, but it was a good challenge by Ferdinand, and it's left Murphy injured. And Leeds in possession. Not for long, given away to Dietmar Hamann. Murphy still lying injured, deep inside the Leeds half, and sportingly Nigel Marden has come out and indicated that to his teammates and now knocked the ball out of play.
Yeah, looked like a block tackle away on the far side. There's a ball ran loose here, and he's come in That's what you call a block tackle. So he went in very strong. That's almost like either ankle or knee. Both opened up there. Tweaked his ligaments. I don't think there's a doubt about that, but how badly? We'll wait to see.
Made changes that weren't particularly enforced on him, he might have to make another straight away.
Well, he might. That's it. You see, that's the decision. It's certainly the knee area, and that's the sort of medial ligaments and the ankle as well. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's got ligament damage to both knee and ankle after that.
Liverpool will bring on Christian Ziege. Big weekend of FA Cup action, and we'll have highlights from this afternoon's fourth round ties. Included extended coverage of the Dagenham and Redbridge against Charlton Athletic tie on Sky Sports 1 tonight at 6 o'clock. And then tomorrow another live match for you from this round. It's Gillingham against Chelsea. That's on Sky Sports 2 and Sky Sports Extra, and our show begins at 3:30. Danny Murphy stretch it off. That's a blow for a player who's been in terrific form of late and really deserves his place in Liverpool's midfield. Christian Ziege, who's only just come back himself after missing a lot of matches with a calf problem, is on in his place.
Well, certainly a quality replacement, no doubt about that.
So with 15 minutes to go, Liverpool have used all three substitutes now, and Emil Heskey, one of them, will be the subject of our player cam on Sky Digital channel 404 for the remainder of this game. Great skill on the ball there by Robbie Fowler. He's got no one to play it off to at the moment, so has to keep going, and wins the free kick. Foul by Batty.
No, they shouldn't have done that. Was great play by Fowler. David Batty will be a touch annoyed that he allowed himself to be dispossessed there, and now giving the free kick away in an area where Ziege's just come on. Wouldn't you believe it? What are the odds, I wonder?
Or indeed his German international colleague Didi Hamann, who as we know can hit it from long range. It was Ziege, it wasn't very good. Here's Hamann. Armed it. Back to Carrick. Ziege. Very well. And his booming throw has bypassed Heskey. Now Hamann. Clearance by Ferdinand. Heskey. Ziege. Can confirm it was a knee ligament damage, as you suggested, Andy, that caused Danny Murphy to stretch it off a few moments ago.
Call it experience.
Didn't do the physio's badge as well, did you?
Oh no, but I was carried off often enough.
And also, if I remember right, you got a few other people carried off, didn't you?
Steady. Allegedly.
Ian Hart for Leeds. Well, the Liverpool's formidable record at Anfield this season, it goes without saying that Leeds would like to wrap it up today. The replay on Merseyside would be a difficult proposition. Heskey dispossessed by Woodgate.
He's unlucky, you know. If it hadn't got caught under his feet, he would have been through. Well, tie it around, it certainly was when it was drawn out. Alan, it hasn't quite lived up to that billing. Been scrappy at times. Passing and movement really hasn't flowed as well as it can with these two teams. But I tell you what, with 15 minutes to go, there are plenty of players out there with enough ability to win this match.
Here's one of them, Lee Bowyer, to another, Viduka, who won the match almost single-handed in the previous meeting at Ellen Road. Well, the game has ebbed and flowed, and Liverpool have had the better of the last few minutes. Here's Viduka, lovely little back healer. Batty bursts into the penalty box. Still there. Viduka mishit it, but it did go off a Liverpool player for a corner.
It's another one of those half chances, Alan. The game's had plenty of them. No one's managed to put a real good strike on it. Rather scuffed it, Mark Viduka.
Westerveld missed it again. The man with the clearance.
Well, he's ridden his luck, the goalkeeper.
That was such an important tackle by Batty. Liverpool could easily have broken there if he'd not won that. Now it's been given away anyway. Barnby down the left for Liverpool. Only Fowler ahead of him at the moment. Now others joining. One of them is Hamak. Now Bishka. Liverpool got 4 in the box this time. Bishka couldn't deliver the cross, and he will be cautioned for that, surely.
Yeah, it was frustration. He's annoyed with himself for giving the ball away as cheaply as he did. Easy decision for the referee. He knows that he's got no protection behind him, Bishkan. Quite blatant, quite cynical. Yellow card.
The 4th of the day, 3 of them to Liverpool. 10 minutes remaining. There'll be a fair few Premiership teams going out at this stage of this season's AXA-sponsored FA Cup. Which one of these two giants will finally tumble, I wonder? And will it be today, or will it be in an Anfield replay? Heskey for Liverpool. Bishkan with a long ball. Kelly sweeps it up very cleanly.
Well, I said to you right at the top, Alan, before we started, that this was a tough game to call, and I think it still remains so. Even with only 10 minutes to go, there's nothing here that suggests one of these sides is going to produce something that's going to win this. But as I've said, there is enough talent out there for one of them to do so. Just who will it be? And I think that's the thing for Premiership sides now, getting through to the next round. As you've said, so many are going to go out at this stage that anyone getting into the 5th round really is, with a draw being kind to them tomorrow afternoon, going to fancy their chances. And this is a trophy to win.
Liverpool have defended pretty well, but in an attacking sense, I don't think they've forced Nigel Martyn to make a single save that I can remember as yet. A very quiet return to first-team action for him.
Yeah, he's just had to mop up at the back. I mean, the closest I can remember is Robbie Fowler's turning shot that just went wide. Only attempt it was for Robbie, just off target, but he's worked hard, and this is what we'll call money in the bank. Another full game, it looks like.
And maybe a chance. Woodgate stood his ground, got a cross in front of Fowler, that was enough. Kelly goes for the long route. Carragher equal to it, but Leeds have a throw. Viduka. Carragher will keep forcing him wide. He's done well. Sets it up for the cross. In goes Smith.
Well, what he'd do for a goal, Alan Smith, I think, apart from the goal against Lazio in the Champions League away, I don't think the young lad scored since October, mid-October. So he's due one.
Yeah, just one goal in his last 21 appearances. There's Fowler. He worked hard for that, Robbie Fowler. Again, the crowd acting as 12 man there. Matteo didn't realise that the challenge was coming in from behind. Smith doing well. To Hart. match he's had. The flick on by Smith. The turn by Viduka. Bishkan wins it back, however, for Liverpool. And then Smith caught Sami Hyypiä. Feisty as ever.
Well, he'll be frustrated, the young lad, won't he?
Referee Durso just having a word in Smith's ear after that challenge, which has resulted in a Liverpool free kick. Ferdinand beat Heskey to the high ball. Here's Kelly, closed down by Ziege. And that was enough. He's forced a Liverpool throw. And it goes without saying that a goal now would more than likely be a match winner. As we move into the last 5 minutes at Ellen Road. A possible target here for Ziege's long throw, and he finds him. That was an excellent set piece. Fouled by Heskey.
Oh, I tell you, Nicky Bambi very, very close to getting on the end of it. Took a chance, made a great run off the throw. Just failed to connect with the flick on.
Back to you for Leeds United. Towards Fowler. Hart kept his eye on the ball. And suddenly Liverpool backed away, but Hart fails to find the target, David Batty. And everyone's failed to find the target today. After 4-3, I suppose we could have expected a 0-0. But it ain't over yet. Liverpool press for the winner here. Fowler against the post and out and in. Nicky Barmby scores in the dying moments, and Liverpool fans celebrate a goal that could well put them into the 4th round.
Well, how well did Christian Ziege do for this goal? He makes a chance out of nothing here, Al. Looking for offside. He's a little bit deep, Rio Ferdinand, but Fowler here was quite exquisite with that finish. He almost does it, but what an angle for Bambi. No finesse here from Nicky Bambi. He sees his opportunity. He's going to drive it as hard and as true as he can and hope that he finds this little gap that Nigel Martin has left. My goodness, he has.
Barmby keeps alive his magnificent scoring record in cup ties this season. A precious goal.
You know, it's amazing. You know where that came from as well, Al? That was a ball given away. Ian Hart played a sloppy ball across field to Lee Bowyer. Missed him. It went out for a throw on the halfway line. And the next minute, Leeds are done. It's amazing. And David O'Leary was out with the full-back and he was screaming to him to have played it down the line.
Well, Leeds will feel they've done more than enough to get at least a draw and a replay out of this. But goals are the most precious commodity in football, and Barmby, with one of the few chances in the game, has taken it to get Liverpool within a couple of minutes now of the next round. Hammad. Heskey, Liverpool flying now, their fans celebrating already.
You're going to be happy to see the ball up that end. 90 seconds plus stoppage time. He's always a threat, Bambi. Always a threat when he comes and plays.
That was his 8th goal of the season, 6 of them. United either the UEFA, the Worthington, or the FA Cup. And it's the Liverpool fans you can hear celebrating. Prematurely? Well, we shall see. Only a minute of normal time, plus a couple of minutes at least of stoppages. Chance for Viduka. Liverpool survive.
Well, 8 all attempts. And Liverpool's 2 that hit the target with a Fowler shot off the post. And the Bambi follow-up that found the net.
Patty finds Viduka. On to Lee Bowyer. He's done well here. Goes down. The referee had a look, shook his head. Liverpool breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, there were a few bodies in there, a few legs. Bowyer thought he was impeded. The referee was pretty close to it. Had a good look at it. Decided not. There's not too much protest after that. As he goes in with McAllister making the challenge. He certainly catches him, Gary McAllister. You watch the left foot come out there. I think that's a pretty good shout for a penalty, me, I have to say.
So it's the second penalty appeal that the referee has waved away today, and there's going to be as much as 4 minutes of stoppage time. That will disappoint Liverpool and their followers as Leeds mount a final challenge here.
Well, I didn't think the first one was a penalty, first half, the alleged handball, but I thought that was, well, a pretty good shout. No wonder Lee Bowyer was as upset. Definitely caught by Gary McAllister.
Fowler for Liverpool in the midst of a golden run of form at the moment. They've won 10 of their previous 14 matches before today in League and Cup. 4th in the Premiership, Worthington Cup final, still in the UEFA, and quite possibly through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. Doesn't exactly rekindle the memories of the golden days for Anfield, but it'll do to start with. Nigel Martin, who's had so little to do, beaten by Nick Barmby from the tightest of angles.
No, I think they've nicked it, haven't they? Liverpool, that's the certainty. Set the stall out to be stubborn, to be hard to play against. We've done all that okay.
Little incident off the ball there. The linesman saw it. Smith, surprise, involved. Liverpool get a free kick. Anxiously looking at his watch and asking the 4th official how long's to go now. Who would be a 4th official? You don't make any decisions really, and yet you get all the stick because the managers are nearest to you. A couple of minutes is the answer to Michel Houlier's query. Intervention by Ziga when Leeds were trying to take a quick free kick.
I have to say, I find that extraordinary. I don't know how Christian Ziga could have got 10 yards in the time they wanted to take the free kick. Alan Smith just played the ball straight off him. That's extraordinary.
And despite the heartfelt plea by Christian Ziga, the yellow card, his 5th of the season, and that will lead to a suspension when he's only just come back into the team after injury.
That's staggering.
Maybe even more serious for Ziga and Liverpool. It'll give Leeds the chance to pump the ball into their penalty area. Over the head of Matteo, cleared by Carragher. Ziga's tackle was a good one on Batty. We must be playing the last few seconds now. Difficult ball for Haman to deal with. It comes out to Smith, who did well to pull it back. Ziga's missed kick, and in the end, it was on show. We got it clear. Kelly hammers it back in there. Carragher's clearance.
Must get a shout from the goalkeeper to help him there, Carragher.
Have Liverpool done enough in repelling that Leeds attack to get through to the next round? Oh, brilliant run by Fowler down the left touchline, and what a ball to Barmby. Chance again for Barmby, almost identical position to the goal. Pulls it back to Heskey. It's all over now. Liverpool are through to round 5. Leeds United crestfallen.
Brilliant Robbie Fowler. Absolutely stunning on the far touchline. How on earth he gets out of there, let alone spot Barmby and deliver the ball? I don't know. Fantastic play. Look, when he's got nowhere to go, skip past one, has a look up, take that. What a ball that is. And then from here, well, it's full marks. He had to wait, he had to be patient. He waited on the big man. What a stunning strike this is. Absolutely unstoppable. Take a bit of that. Great strike. All over now.
Goal number 16 of the season for Emile Heskey. 3 of them in the FA Cup. And strangely enough, in about a dozen ties for Leicester, he never scored once in this competition. Alan Smith for Leeds. There's the final whistle. And Liverpool celebrate for the second time in a week. Emile Heskey's late introduction, and before him that of Nick Barmby, proved to be absolutely crucial. Gerard Houllier's substitutions turning the game in Liverpool's favour, a game in which Leeds dominated for long periods without ever looking entirely convincing, it has to be said, in front of goal. Westerveld had to make a couple of saves early on. He messed up a couple of simple saves late on, but in between Liverpool defended well and certainly took their chances well when they came. Nick Barmby and Emile Heskey sending the 5,000 Liverpool fans back over the Pennines in a happy mood. The final score in this FA Cup 4th round tie, Leeds United 0, Liverpool 2.
What an explosive shot from Heskey.